Welcome back, warriors. It's me, Linda B. Thank you all so much for joining me for another live stream. Don't forget that I am here on most Mondays through Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live. We're going to go ahead and get started with a word of prayer. Dear God, in Jesus' name, we thank you, God, for protecting us and keeping us safe. We pray that you bless those who are part of the chat and who watch my channel, Father, that you send them a special blessing. And I pray that no matter what the enemy throws at us, Father, we are united against it. We thank you and we praise you in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, let's see, guys. Don't forget to like this video. It's very important that you like the video, comment, share. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the all notifications bell. Now, as I customarily do, I like to say hello to everybody. So, Do Bordeaux 4-0, good evening. I hope that you all are well. I pray that you are well as well. June Stanley says hello to everyone. Iron Ear. She says, hi, June. Hi, Do. Bernie, Chia Folletti. Hi, Do. Hi, June. Hope everybody is doing so well. My girl says hello. Hope you're doing well, my girls. I hope everybody is doing well. Hey there, Dwayne Harris. Good to see you too. Brand new B. Hello there, my wonderful husband, Calvin Bentley. Aeon. Good evening, everyone, she says. Hope you're doing well. All right, and let's see. We've got, who else do we have? Layla. Hello, Layla. Hope you're doing well. She says, good evening, family. That's what we are. SK Abstract. Art. Hi, Linda and fam. Hello. All right. Very good, everybody. Glad you can make it. We got a lot to talk about. First of all, let's talk about this whole SNAP thing, the government shutdown. My husband, I'm not going to say who, so Cal, do not worry about what I'm going to say, ran into one of my friend's husband who said that your president is causing these problems. Okay. And my husband responded, well, he's your president too. We're in America. So yeah, I thought that was a very good one. Touche to my husband, Cal. But yeah, people are thinking that they're so uninformed. They're so uninformed. They really think that when they hear a Democrat politician say that the Republicans have control of the White House, the Senate, and the House, is their fault. Not realizing you need 60 votes in the Senate to pass a spending bill, and there are only 53 Republicans. And the Democrats, this is their fault. I'm telling you, they have voted 13 times, according to the House Speaker, to keep the government shut down. And they are wanting some things that are ridiculous, that nobody in their right mind would go for. They want a ton of money to give health care to illegals. They want a ton of money for other strange things in other countries, things you would never go for. They want a ton of money for gender reassignment surgeries. Allegedly, a whole bunch of other crazy stuff is just not going to fly. Okay, so if anybody wants to know the truth of the matter, you tell your liberal friends and family members that there are only 53 Republicans in the Senate, and it takes 60 votes to pass a spending bill in the Senate. And we only got 53 Republicans. So you've got these holdout demon rats that are literally holding the country hostage so that they can pitch a hissy fit to get what they want. And what they want is ridiculous. Like, who would want this? Okay. And people are literally crashing out. People are crashing. People are out here saying they're going to steal. Let me just tell you a little bit of what my husband just told me moments ago. There is a Kroger grocery store near our house that has already reported, and the stealing and the theft started yesterday, by the way. They have reported, this Kroger near our house reported $1,000 worth of counterfeit money. Okay. They have, Walmart is only going to do like, what did they say? Curbside pickup that you have to order online. And the only people that are allowed inside of Walmart are the employees. Okay, so stores are taking protectionary measures to protect, jobs and revenue. And they know, and people are so stupid, y'all. People are online saying that they are going to steal. I got a woman right now. She's got a purse full. She's got beef short ribs. I got to show you this. This is how crazy these people are. This is how crazy they are. And they are serious too. They're not playing. They're not playing. And let me just tell you right now, she's going to do a lot of cussing. Y'all know these are the people we deal with right now. And I don't agree with the cursing. It's very bad though. Just kind of bad. If I can't take it anymore, I mean, we live in a world where not everybody know Jesus, okay? And she is bragging about stealing, and hopefully she is not serious, but she seems serious.
Hi, you guys. I'm out of the store. So
mind you, the purse that she has, that looks like a Coach purse, which is not very cheap, by the way. But these people are complaining about their SNAP benefits, but she's got a Coach purse. Just little things like that. Like, I don't know if her nails are done or anything like that, and they can manage to get to a Beyonce concert. But anyway, let me digress.
So they wanted $7 for this. Mind you, I don't have food stamps anymore. They cut me off. So I only had $22 left in food stamps. So this is what I stole. Okay. They wanted $9 for this. I said, oh, I don't got $9. Then they wanted $2 for this. They wanted, sorry, it's all fucked up because it's been in my purse. $7 for this. I'm making some stuffed salmon today. These are needed. I'm not paying $7 for that. Okay. Let me show you the most important thing to me. Short ribs. Take off the label so that you don't beep. Get your fucking meat. How many do you think that I got? How many short ribs is that? And can I be real? More y'all bitch ass niggas should have started taking shit from the motherfucking.
Ooh, language. Lord Jesus. Woo! I can't take it. But look, she is cussing up a storm.
Fuck who's already sitting there? I don't give a fuck if your land was already established. Bitch, it's mine now and I want it.
And her nails are done, just so you know. And I don't approve of this language, okay, because I don't speak this way. But these are the kind of people out here. Nails done, Coach bag, but you stealing short ribs. Beef short ribs and everything else to make you some stuffed salmon. And you're going to be, I'm ranting. You know I'm good for a rant every now and then. I need you guys to forgive me. Please like this video. But let me just tell you, I am so sick and tired of people ranting and raving and cussing. You got your hair done, you got your nails done, you got your Coach bag, you got all this, you bragging about what you stole. You need to be caught and locked up. Okay, this is the mindset of some of these people. Now, I'm not talking about all people. I said some of them. I realize people get in a tough spot, but I'm just telling you, there are people who have been on these government programs for 10 plus years. They are not old. They are not mentally disabled, nor are they physically disabled. There's nothing wrong with them. So what happened in your life that you just did not think, well, I need to get about my business? And the first thing is to think to steal. I think about, like, what if we were in that situation where we needed help with food or bills? I would go ask a relative to help me out. I would not go to Kroger, Walmart, or anywhere else and steal. It's just not where my mind would go. I would just be like, humbly, like, the benefits got cut off, or money's a little tight. I'm wondering if I could just borrow some money to get me over. I try to pay you back as soon as they can. Anything but steal. You know what I'm saying? So I just, these people are literally on social media saying that they stole, and she's saying the most horrendous of things. Let me just tell you that that woman is awful. And not to mention, now remember, it's the Democrats. They voted 13 times. 13 times. They are literally holding people hostage. And people are trying their best to steal, and the stores have been alerted. Okay, the stores are not fools. Okay, so y'all can just play this game if you want to. And this is letting me know the mindset of people, some of the people who are on this assistance. Some of them really need it. They don't plan to be on it forever. I get that. I'm talking about the criminal-minded ones. All right, so that's just a little bit of what's out there. I'm not even going to show you all of these foul-mouthed people, but I just wanted you to be aware of what's out there in the streets, because they have lost it. They really have lost it. Now, next, I want to show you something about the Virginia governor's race, right? We got to talk about the Virginia governor's race because we want the Republican Winsome Earl Sears to win. Now, what you guys may not know is that the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, the NAACP, has endorsed the Democrat candidate for Virginia governor, Abigail Spanberger. You know, the one that would not pull her endorsement from the Attorney General candidate, whatever his name is, Jay Adams or whatever, his name is Jay something. And he, back in 2022, sent these horrible text messages, right, saying that he wanted to see the then Speaker of the House, a Republican, unalived with 2 bullets, wanted the children to die in front of the mother. I mean, crazy. They endorsed her, the crazy liberal woman. It doesn't matter what color she is, but my point is, I got to point out the hypocrisy. Okay. National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Advancement of colored people. And the fact that they're still saying colored is another problem in and of itself, but I digress. Well, I think that they should have promoted or endorsed or backed Winsome Sears, don't you think? Going by the name of their organization. See, these organizations like NAACP and BLM are full of BS. Okay. They don't care anything about Black folks. Black Lives Matter got all that money and did not put anything back into the Black communities that donated to them. They moved to white neighborhoods and took all the money. And then you got NAACP. Don't care anything about a Christian Black woman. You endorse the satanic evil woman. Seriously? Y'all are full of BS. NAACP, I don't like y'all. Just so you know. Okay, I don't like you. I don't like any of those groups. The ADL, the Southern Poverty Law Center, the ACLU, they suck out loud. Like, Linda, tell us how you really feel. But I'm going to let this woman right here express how she feels.
Barack Obama, do us Black free thinkers and Black conservatives and Black Republicans a favor. Please sit down. You are not the president anymore. We don't want to see you. You should be out with your wife in your chair, not trying to keep fighting for the policies that you placed in office when you were once president. You telling Black men that you won't have respect for them if they don't support Miss Kamala Harris. Fast forward, here we are witnessing you, my dear friend, the Barack Obama, not supporting a Black woman that's running for governor in Virginia right now. You are voting, not voting, you're campaigning against her by siding with the white woman. Now, didn't the people within the Democrat Party, the Blacks anyway, were telling us Blacks who walked away from the Democrat Party, oh my God, you're serving your white master. Oh my God, you're serving the one who's the white supremacist and all the things. If that's the case, then why is Barack Obama siding with a white woman? A Black man siding with a white woman, campaigning against a Black woman. Now, mind you, this white woman allowed one of her supporters to have a racial statement towards this black woman, and she didn't really say anything until later on. But yet Barack Obama is siding with this white woman. And y'all really believe that Democrats are for blacks? Democrats don't care about black folk. I don't care how y'all may feel or think. They do not care about black people. They don't care. 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 They only care about us when it comes to a vote. Oh, also when you follow their rules, their regulations, and bow down to their needs and wants on that side. But the moment you choose to step out and become a free thinker and realize what they've been doing is wrong, or you are now a problem to them.
I'm just going to stop it right there. But this is right, Layla. Sister Linda, you should see all these mostly black and young with eyelashes reaching the ceiling and nails and weaves crying over EBT. I believe you meant EBT. But girl, they had those eyelashes, don't they? And see, I just use mascara because I don't like the whole thing where they're like reaching, about to touch the person that you're talking to. It's really crazy. Not something I go for, but I'm not totally opposed, but at least get the ones that don't look like tarantulas. And here, this other man, he's very based, talking about the NAACP again. And see, this is what I think a lot of black liberal people get tripped up on. They get tripped up on the name. And there is some historical context with NAACP, but maybe I think they've changed over the years. Or maybe they've always been like this, maybe communist, Marxist, not really for black people, just the name says it all. And we think, oh, they're for us. But the fact that they skipped over endorsing or backing the actual black person. And again, it doesn't matter what color. I am saying this just to show the hypocrisy, because they say one thing and do another. Because on the conservative side, we could care less. We just want to know what your policies are.
So the NAACP is endorsing the liberal white woman in Virginia over the conservative Christian faith-filled black woman in Virginia for candidate. The NAACP needs to be disbanded. This is an organization that I have no respect for, that at one time did so much for the African American experience in this country, has now become a laughingstock and a joke, has become an organization with no morals, no values, and doesn't represent the civil rights movement that were led by mostly a lot of Christian ministers. It has become a Marxist organization that endorses transgenderism, that destroys the black community, that endorses everything demonic and evil about that's toxic about the black community. You have a woman, they would endorse a white woman, a liberal white woman, over a black woman just because she has an R in front of her name and not a D in front of her name. If they were really about black people, they would endorse candidates based off policies. They would sit down and interview candidates and see what they have to offer the black community. But the NAACP has become an arm of the Democratic Party. They're not a real organization that makes any change. They're not helping homeless black people. They're not helping struggling black people. They are a joke as an organization. They've been a joke for a very, very, very long time. They've done nothing since the civil rights movement for black people. And they're trying to hold on to relevance by endorsing like anybody actually still cares about the NAACP.
Yeah, that's the thing. The name and what they do just doesn't mesh. Okay, they are a joke. The NAACP is a joke. All right, they are horrible. And was it the BET Awards or NAACP? One of them gave an award to Dwayne Wade and his wife, who was a former NBA player. Dwayne Wade, he used to play with the Miami Heat, and his wife and actress Gabrielle Union gave them an award because his son identifies as a girl, and they gave them an award for that. This is what they are an arm for the Democrat Party, in my opinion. It's just my opinion, because look at what they're giving awards for. They're not giving awards for somebody being there for their children, teaching them the right way. Like, boy, Take that dress off and put some pants on. Pull your pants up. Close your legs. You a young lady. Oh, no, they don't want to award that kind of behavior. Oh, that would be too much like right. Too much like right. Instead, if you're a boy, put a dress on. Woo, you get the Courage Award. They just full of, ooh, we have sunken so far as a society. I'm just telling you. We have gone way down, way down. And here is a clip on Newsmax. I believe this is for you guys to just check this out. Here is the candidate that we want to win, Winsome Sears.
Barack Obama is going to be on the campaign trail with your opponent next weekend, 3 days before the election. Does the Obama magic still matter in a place like Virginia?
You know what the Democrats are doing? They have called us back into session because they have the ability to do that. And when are they calling us back into session, Rob? On the very day that President Obama is supposed to show up and all the days that he's here. It's me they're after. And you have to ask yourself again, why? It's because they see what the polls are showing. This is desperation tactics to support Abigail Spanberger.
Yeah, because anytime the candidate is in trouble, they send in Barack Hussein Obama. Remember when he chastised those black men? I believe it was in Philadelphia for not supporting Kamala Harris, you guys, and claiming that they were misogynistic. Yeah, you're supposed to just get somebody because they're a woman, because color their skin. That's what you're supposed to do. Send out your daddy, Barack Obama, to put you guys in line. How dare you? He was telling them then to vote for a black woman. Now you out here saying, no, don't vote for the black woman. Make up your mind. You're going to be identity politics, or you just going to go by your party. Make up your mind. Because you was going by identity politics with Kamala Harris. But oh no, now with Winsome Sears, oh no, she black and she black. You don't have to guess with Winsome Sears. She is black. With Kamala Harris, you got, oh, really? She black. It doesn't matter. I'm just showing the hypocrisy of it all. Because these demon rats are demon rats. They say, vote for the black person, then you got one. Don't vote for that one. She don't have a D next to her name. She's not one of us. And someone had the nerve to say that Winsome Sears is not a foundational black person. We don't owe her anything. I mean, black people are just so twisted when they're liberal. All liberals are twisted, to be honest with you. That was the messed up folks. I just got to say. But next, I want to show you guys. I don't know if you've seen this, but this is on CNN. This is so good. Oh, my gosh. This is really good. There is a Maine candidate for the Senate for the state of Maine. And there's this whole big to-do about this actual Nazi tattoo on his chest. And he's a Democrat. But guess what? The Democrats don't seem to have much of a problem with his actual Nazi tattoo. Remember when they made a big stink about Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, Jerusalem Cross tattoo? Jerusalem Cross. It was not a Nazi symbol. It is a cross. Well, to a demon rat politician, depending on how far left they are, a Christian is like kryptonite. A Christian is like a stake through the heart. They like vampires. Boy, them jokers burn up from the sun when they see a Christian. I'm just saying. But let's listen to this. I want to show you guys this now. I want to show you now. Now, if you're looking at my screen, this is an actual tattoo, which is the Totenkopf. The SS Totenkopf, a symbol used by Nazi Germany during World War II. And this man actually has this on his chest. His name is Graham Plattner. Okay, he is a Maine Senate candidate. So he's running for the Senate. And this is an actual tattoo of Totenkopf. Nazi Germany, World War II. He's a Democrat, guys. It's a Democrat. And remember when they fussed about this Jerusalem cross on Pete Hegseth's chest? It's a cross, people.
You'd mentioned that you were not able to serve with your National Guard unit in the protection of the inauguration of Joe Biden because of a tattoo, a Christian tattoo. Can you elaborate just a little bit on what is this very offensive, extremist, racist tattoo that you have?
It's a tattoo I have right here, Senator. It's called the Jerusalem Cross. It's a historic Christian symbol. In fact, interestingly, recently I attended briefly the memorial ceremony of former President Jimmy Carter. On the floor of our national cathedral, on the front page of his program, was the very same Jerusalem Cross. It is a Christian religious symbol.
Yeah, the reason Democrats fussed about it because it is a Christian religious symbol. Okay, these people don't like Christianity. I've told you guys that time and time again, and you know it. I don't have to tell you. And it is a symbol of Christianity. But in the meantime, they have a Democrat running for the Senate in Maine with an actual Nazi tattoo. All right, now let's hear what Scott Jennings has to say as he puts these demon rats in their place. Look at Jamil Hill over to the right. Boy, she can roll those eyes, can't she?
But at this point, if he moves forward, Democrats aren't winning the seat.
I hate to break the news to you, but he's winning the primary by 30 points.
Well, I think that's why he needs to get out.
Getting a Nazi tattoo made him more popular.
I don't think it made him more popular
among Democrats. You've got a guy running for attorney general in Virginia who wants to murder Republicans, and he raised $500,000 off
people
of it.
have also
You got Nazi tattoo guy in Maine. I sat out here for a year, 2 years, listening to every Democrat at this table say, Donald Trump's a Nazi, Elon's a Nazi, and your party is now in love with a guy with a Nazi tattoo who trained a left-wing paramilitary group and called himself an Antifa super soldier on the internet, and he's going up every day. Good luck getting him out. I am but a humble political analyst, and I will just tell you that when you're winning a race by 30 points, if a pundit on television tells you, well, you need to think about dropping out, you laugh in their face.
I don't know.
This is a year out.
I feel like Democrats, the race.
I want Democrats to be who they are. This is who they are.
This is not
No, that
who
is
they
not.
This is who they are.
No, it is
You're
not.
saying well, hold on. You're saying the Democrats are Nazis? Is
I'm
that
saying
what
it's
you're saying
it's
to
very
me?
on brand right
I'm
now.
sorry.
Very on brand.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on, Scott.
Before passive aggressive Abby Phillips talks, she's saying, are you saying the Democrats are Nazis? And Scott Jennings is like, it's very on brand. Very on brand, because they accuse you of the very things that they are. They are the fascists, so Antifa can go kick rocks because they seem to be fascist to me. Okay, they're always calling somebody else racist, and you have a candidate who you are backing who actually has a Nazi tattoo. Okay, I am telling you guys, this party has never changed. The party's never switched. This is who the Democrat Party is. This is who they are. When people show you who they are, believe them. Don't believe what they say. Believe what they do.
So really, like, are you suggesting that, like, a person who wears a Nazi tattoo because he was in the military or whatever is representative of the entire Democratic Party? Is that the...
I'm only reading the polling, Abby. When all this story broke and he started talking about it, he literally got more popular. He's beating the incumbent governor.
You realize
she said that he got this tattoo because he was in the military or whatever. That's not a military tattoo, Abby. That's not a military tattoo. That's something he did because that's who he is.
30 points.
You realize that he's running in one state, in Maine, and you're also saying that because of that, he's representative of the Democratic Party. You said this is who they are. Who's they?
Look at the polling. Look at the energy.
This is not about the
This is
polling.
who they
This is not
want.
about the polling.
This is who they want. Bernie Sanders wants him. The beating heart of the Democratic Party, where their energy is, wants the Nazi tattoo guy. That's what they want.
75% of...
I think if this country is about anything, it's about understanding that every person, me, you, everybody else, has gone dark moments in our history, and we go on.
So you're standing by your endorsement?
Absolutely.
Hold on. Bernie Sanders isn't the head of the Democratic Party. I think
he's not.
Oh, Bernie Sanders. They're making excuses again. These people are so disingenuous. They are hypocritical. They are gaslighting. Yeah, I'm trying not to call them the L word that rhymes with pliers, but they're pliers. I'm trying to be nice. They are literally condoning or taking up for a person. Bernie Sanders is not taking back his endorsement. Oh, we all had dark times in our past. Oh, let Donald Trump have had a dark time in his past. with a tattoo like that. Y'all be running it till the cows came home. Y'all, these people are horrible. I am so sick and tired of these demon rats. You know what? We got to have another pray and fast day. I'm so tired of them. We'll do it in a couple of weeks because I want to eat every day for the next couple of weeks. But I'm so tired of it. Y'all just don't know.
Absolutely not. Don't even.
Where's the energy? Where's the energy of the party?
Here is what I will tell you.
Schumer wants Mills. Sanders wants this guy, and he's winning by 30.
Let me tell you, when polling happens, reflecting
it's totally
the
unknown.
entire party.
Listen, I understand you don't want to have this guy, and I wouldn't either. He is a totally unknown guy, comes out of nowhere. He's got the full support of the left-wing, progressive Sanders wing of the Democratic Party. And
like everybody who supports Bernie Sanders?
Yes, look at the polling. And here's the most important thing. He's beating the incumbent governor of the state by 30 points. This isn't happening in a vacuum. People are comparing an establishment figure like Mills and this insurgent left-wing radical like Plattner, and they're like, you know what? We'll take the Nazi tattoos. It's fine. And I think look, it may be early, but people are following this race, and the polling is pretty clear. It's not.
Look at her face. Jamil Hill, I think she was a commentator on ESPN or something like that. Her face is just like totally disgusted right now. And I'm telling you, liberals are really doing the Americans so wrong. All Americans. And they claim to be for Black folks. That's what they claim, but they're not. You see a liberal, you need to run the other way. Particularly a politician is what I'm talking about. They are not for people of America. They are for the illegal. Okay, they are for the illegal. And they appear to be for the racist person that really wants to hurt Americans, but they put on this fake front.
Not that close. Look, he doesn't answer to you. I mean, I wish he did, and I wish you were in charge. He answers to the energy base in your party. And right now, the energy is behind these left-wing, progressive kinds of candidates. This is who they want.
We're talking about this.
That's who they are. Scott Jennings, he laid it down. He sure did. He laid it down. Thank you, guys. For one of you said that they were in Pittsburgh when Obama was talking to those young men. I couldn't remember what city in Pennsylvania it was, but that's what's happening right now. They have a person with an actual tattoo from Nazi Germany, a Democrat politician. Remember, they are the party of racism. Remember, the party of the Klan, the party of slave owners. That's who they are. Whatever something is rooted in, that is the fruit that it bears. And we also have people out here that are angry and mad because they want to steal. They want an excuse to steal. They already been getting our taxpayer money anyway. We work and pay for them to sit up and not work. Now, I am not talking about the elderly and the disabled. I am talking about people that were taking advantage. The, people that are young enough with no issues physically or mentally, that are just laying up, just have no, thoughts or inspirations to do better, just really living the high life. There's a meme my husband showed me of a person in the grocery store with a grocery cart filled all the way up to the top, piled high with all kinds of grocery. It said, no job. And the other one had a couple of items in their cart and it said job. Yeah, let that sink in. Let that sink in because you gotta budget your money, you gotta budget your coins and see if you got enough money to pay for those short ribs. That heifer went in and I know it probably was a knockoff Coach, but she had her nails done and it was a Coach nonetheless. Bet you she'll go to a concert to see some Sexy Red or Megan Thee Stallion or Beyonce. Oh, they find money for the things that they really want to find money for. And when it's time for your benefits to be coming, to be cut off, they want to act like criminals. It's not a good look. Not a good look. Now, let me see what you guys are saying, like I always do. Don't forget to like the video, guys. All right. Why are they, Monster Hunter, why are they always using Black community? What the? Well, Black people routinely vote Democrat, even though I have a lot of people eyes are opening. Still, the majority of the Black community, 85 to 90%, most of the time vote Democrat. even though people are starting to wake up. And when you see a group of people that are going to vote for you no matter what, and you haven't done anything for them for 60 or so years, and they still vote for you, that leaves no incentive for the Democrat Party to actually do anything. No. And Gail Walker, I would never vote Democrat again. That is exactly how I feel. And Yuck 2.0, Democrats only care when voting or riot season are present. Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Dwayne Harris, it really was created to keep some Black folks depending on the government plantation. And that is exactly why we say get off the Democrat plantation. Okay, because the people it's not bad to help people when they're in need. It's not a bad thing. But to me, it is your motivation behind helping them. Is it to really help them get a leg up so they can do better? Or is it to keep them dependent so they can always come back with their hand out and be dependent on you, and you tell them, vote for me and I'll keep your freebies still going. And while you're doing everything to actually hurt the community that you want votes from. This is a Democrat politician. Then, just think about it. They think you're helping them and you're actually hurting them. You're enabling them not to aspire to greater heights. And now you got somebody in there now that's saying, y'all, you getting cut off in 60 to 90 days, depending on what state you live in. Boy, that'll make you grow up fast, won't it? That'll make you get about your business. Yep. All right, like wearing caterpillars. I know I say tarantula eyelashes. I just always wonder how those ladies with long nails, how do they properly wipe after using the restroom? Yuck 2.0, I wondered the same thing. I'm like, because I would imagine, like, how would I wipe? How would I clean myself properly? And how do you got to really get the gook out of your nails? And then how do you cook? How do you type? How do you do a lot of things? But I do wonder about the bathroom situation. I don't like to judge. Aeon says, I don't like to judge, but the spider lashes are creepy. I just use a little mascara. Y'all, it's enough, because my husband always says that's not attractive. And Bernie says, I'm sorry, but those eyelashes that look like whisk brooms are ugly. Never heard of it called whisk brooms. Rebecca Coast, if I could, I would be up in Schumer's yard with a table and some yard sale stuff and say, I come to make my money on your lawn, being you want to take ours. We will make it right here on your lawn. Oh my goodness, you guys are so funny. Yuck. He says every single American culture and value has been attacked and destroyed. Gail Walker, truth told, the don't hate conservatives, they had Jesus Christ. Melinda, hi Melinda Milton, the NAACP sold out the people they were supposed to serve in the 60s. It just wasn't as out in the open as it is now. All right. My girl says, true, they hate the light and won't come to the light because their deeds are evil. John 3:19. You better preach it. Layla, that was unbelievable. What did I say? I say so many crazy stuff. What you laughing about what I said? She says, laugh out loud, Linda. We're for Jesus. I'm always saying something crazy. I'm not sure. The Democrats, the NAACP, was it started by Democrats? I want to say, I have to look that up. I want to say, was it Jewish people? I got to look that up. I haven't looked at it in a while. Rebecca Coates, what about what Martin Luther King was wanting to do? He had a dream. Man, I believe he would be very upset with the Democrats' behavior. He was used by the Democrats, and there's a lot that you got to learn. Yes, hit the like for me, guys. Hit the like. Karen, what do you say? Well, we believers know now they think right is wrong and wrong is right, but we know this world is coming to an end. You are right, Karen Morton. It is coming to an end, because if you just look at the policies of the Democrats when they're for the gender reassignment, they're for the pornography in the public school systems, they are for late-term abortions up until the moment of birth, and I heard in some cases, and even after birth, different types of marriage and redefining family. When you just look at that on its face, it's like a hatred for God. I mean, it really is. And that is what I look at now. I don't care what people look like. I don't care if they're a woman. I don't care, because we got to look at things are spiritual, and God can use people and the devil can use people. Whoever God is using, they're not going to be perfect. But whoever I believe God is using, whoever has the policies that most align with my Christian values, which I put first, I look at my Christianity to determine how I do everything else, my relationships, my marriage, business, what I cover, how I talk to you guys, everything. So whoever is mostly aligning with my Christian values, that is who I vote for. So I can't vote for Democrats, because every single Democrat politician, whether they are at the federal, state, or local level, they have the same exact policies. They are loose on crime. They are for abortions. They are for illegals. They are for sanctuary cities, letting the criminals loose, very, very soft on crime. And that puts law-abiding citizens like you all and myself in danger. Okay, so why would I vote for that? Like, why would I vote for that? That makes no sense to me. So I'm going to vote with, common sense. All right, Raw Rich. So the NAACP are for the oppressive white supremacists according to their standards. White man bad. Overlook a highly qualified Black woman. They are so fake to their heart. They're very fake. Don't get caught up in the name. And I don't care about, what people look like, but I just love pointing out the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy. You have a God-fearing woman in Winsome Sears, and you want the other one? Oh, they make me sick. I think that Congress should not get paid. We should not have to pay taxes while the government is shut down. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. All right, Dwayne, they are twisted in their minds. Very good, Monster. Hunter, Barry, and Big Mike, and American Love Story. Sorry, y'all. I also think there should be an age and term limits. My husband, that reminds me, We're for Jesus. You just reminded me of what my husband wanted me to tell you guys. He said that there should be term limits in Congress. And I think he once at one time said there should be age limits. Poor Mitch McConnell. I mean, come on. My husband says he looks like Granny on the Beverly Hillbillies. He says that Mitch McConnell looked like Granny. You said, what's the man's name that looked like Granny? My husband's so funny. He's hilarious. It says America has, and this is my girl's H. My girl's H. You are saying America has absolutely become like Sodom and Gomorrah. The perversion and crazy is running wild. And we said that, it's going to get worse, especially with this alphabet stuff, because they don't know how, the devil doesn't know how to stop. That's just too evil. No, the devil don't know how to stop. It keeps getting worse and worse and worse. The devil is not going to say, oh, that's just too evil. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. They're adding more letters to the LGBTQ plus is where, what does the plus mean? Can somebody tell me what the plus mean? Does it mean silent P? The P word? That's where it's going. Yes, we Christians who live the fasting and praying lifestyle, we can eat once a day and be just okay in Jesus' name. You can eat once a day. You won't die. I mean, if you got diabetes or something, of course, you can't, you got to eat regularly small meals that are healthy. But for the person that doesn't have that, you can eat once a day. You ain't gonna want to eat once a day because I like to eat. I do. The word of God is not marked, the passage that fit the Democratic perfectly. For with what judgment you judge, you shall be judged. Wow, you guys are amazing. Oh, you got so many comments. Y'all are just commenting up in the chat. But that's all that I have. I want to get a couple more comments from you. Karen Morton, ex-President Biden's press secretary, said when asked if she saw any declines in his mental health in the last years of his presidency, her response was no, absolutely not, but you met with him daily. Wow. See, they gonna tell the story. Now, they don't tell the truth. They don't tell the truth. We're for Jesus. No, it's not a military tactic. Tattoo. Pete H is a military man. Bernie Sanders needs to retire. Rebecca Coates, sweetie, Obama wasn't a nice person to this day. He is not my comment. Wait a minute. He is not my comment. Might be, it didn't sound right. Okay. Democrat rule number 3. Yuck 2.0 says Democrat rule number 3, rules for thee and not for me. Of course. And Bernie, We're for Jesus Pelosi is the one who not only should retire, her mouth should be wired shut. Sorry for the hostility. Well, you guys are amazing. That's all that I have. Don't forget that I will be here tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have a very special video that I want to share with you guys. It's already scheduled to go out tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. This is an astounding video with Chicago Flips Red. It comes out tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. I need you guys to make sure you set your alarms and things on your phone so you can watch this video and like it. Make sure you like it and share it, and make sure that like actually takes. Okay. But I thank you guys so much. You really mean a lot to me for all of your support and everything. You all be blessed. Love God, your families, these United States of America, and march on, warriors.